So next is forces acting on gravity dam. Water pressure, weight of the dam, uplift pressure, pressure due to earthquake, ice pressure, wave pressure, slate pressure, and last is wind pressure. So first is water pressure. First one is water pressure is a major external force. Then if upstream face is vertical, if upstream face is vertical, then water pressure act as a horizontal. Intensity of pressure varies triangularly with 0 at the water surface to the value Wh at any depth h. Means intensity of pressure varies triangularly with 0 at the water surface, 0 at the water surface, and the value Wh at the base at any depth h. Then if upstream face is partially vertical and inclined, then water pressure resolved into two components. First one is horizontal component, second one is vertical component. Horizontal component Pwh is equal to Wh square by 2 act at h by 3 from base, and second is vertical Pwv is equal to weight of water contained by column acting at Cg of the area. So we will see the first one, that is upstream face is vertical. So here water pressure acting on the dam with upstream face is vertical. This is the dam, this is the upstream face, this is the downstream face, or this is upstream side as usual, this is downward side. So hydrostatic pressure diagram or pressure intensity is a triangular where the 0 at the water surface and Wh at the height h, where W is a unit weight of water. So the horizontal pressure has intensity Wh square by 2 at the height h by 3 from the base of the dam. H is the height of the dam, h by 3 hydrostat horizontal pressure. Okay, then next, second, water pressure acting on the dam with upstream face partially inclined. If upstream face is partially inclined, so again this is the structure dam, this is upstream face, or this is downward and downstream face. So for this for hydrostatic pressure diagram, uh, P1 is a horizontal force and P2 is a vertical force. P1 is equal to Wh square by 2 is act as h by 3 from the base, h by 3 from the base of the dam, where the h is the height of the dam, Wh is the intensity of the pressure at the bottom. So then second, vertical pressure P2 P2 has a intensity equal to weight of this column containing water we name as column A B C D, which is acted at the CG of this area. So that's it. Next, second है weight of the dam. Weight of the dam is a major resisting force. Second है for analysis or for two-dimensional analysis or 2D analysis, unit length of the dam is considered. हम आगे देखेंगे कि हम एग्जाम्पल उसका सॉल्व करने वाले हैं एनालिसिस का, ग्रेविटी डैम एनालिसिस और डिज़ाइन ऑफ एनालिसिस. उसमें देखेंगे कि यूनिट वेट कंसिडर किया जाता है, यूनिट लेंथ ऑफ डैम कंसिडर किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट है क्रॉस सेक्शन डिवाइडेड इनटू सेवरल ट्रायंगल्स एंड रेक्टेंगल्स एंड वेट W1 W2 W3 etc. computed and total weight W act at CG, center of gravity of section, CG of the section. So next है uplift pressure. Next, uplift pressure. Uplift pressure is a seeping water exist pressure called uplift pressure. Here is a definition: upward force seep through the body of the dam or the foundation is called uplift pressure. Upward force seep through the body of the dam or the foundation is called uplift pressure. Weight of the dam will be supported on the upward pressure of water, and net foundation reaction due to vertical force will reduce. So uplift pressure is the second major external pressure due to seeping of water. This will occur as internal pressure in the pores, cracks within the body of the dam, or at the contact surface between the dam and the foundation of the dam, or within the foundation of the dam. Or pressure intensity at the heel and the toe are equal to hydrostatic pressure at that heel or toe. Next, drainage canary are provided to reduce this uplift pressure. ड्रेनेज कैनरीज प्रोवाइड किया जाता है जो कि अपलिफ्ट प्रेशर रिलीज करने के लिए. नेक्स्ट है अर्थक्वेक प्रेशर. अर्थक्वेक सेट अप प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी rails and love waves in the earth crust. Wave impart acceleration to the foundation underarm and causes its movement. To avoid the rupture, dam must move along with it. Acceleration introduce inertia force in the body of dam, set up traces in the lower layer and body of the dam. Earthquake wave may travel in any direction. So to avoid the rupture, dam must move along with it. So क्रैक या फिर रप्चर अवॉइड करने के लिए अर्थक्वेक वेव के साथ वो डैम मूव होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट है आइस प्रेशर. This is more important in the cold countries or at the higher elevation. So expansion and contraction due to temperature variation. आइस एक्सपांड हो जाता है और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता है ड्यू टू टेम्परेचर वेरिएशन. उसकी वजह से प्रेशर आ जाता है डैम पे. आइस जो होता है वो रिजर्वायर में या फिर डैम में जो पानी होता है उसके ऊपर वो आइस एक्यूमुलेट हो जाता है. So coefficient of thermal expansion of the ice is equal to 5 times more than that of concrete, and ice pressure act linearly along the length of R. linearly act हो जाता है along the length of dam or at the reservoir level. जो कि समझो कि ये रिवर के अब्यूटमेंट, ये रिवर है, अब्यूटमेंट है रिवर के, और इधर डैम कंस्ट्रक्ट किया गया. इधर पानी है, इसके ऊपर आइस एक्यूमुलेट हुआ है, तो वो लिनियरली एक्ट होगा आइस का प्रेशर अलॉन्ग द लेंथ ऑफ डैम. जितना डैम का लेंथ होगा वही रिजर्वायर स्टोरेज के लेवल पे वो एक्ट करेगा. Also the magnitude of this force varies from 25D to 1500 kilonewton per meter depending on temperature variation, or on average value of on an average value of 500 kilonewton per meter square may be allowed. Wave pressure. Waves are generated at the reservoir surface because of the wind blowing over it. जो कि डैम है, डैम के ऊपर, डैम के अंदर जो पानी है, पानी के ऊपर से जो वेव जनरेट होती है, उसके वजह से जो प्रेशर आता है उसको वेव प्रेशर बोला जाता है, वेव का प्रेशर. इट्स डिपेंड अपॉन हाइट ऑफ वेव जनरेटेड. कितनी हाइट का वेव डेवलप हुआ है ये इसके ऊपर ये वेव प्रेशर डिपेंड होता है. सो वेव हाइट कैसा कैलकुलेट किया जाता है, इस फॉर्मूले से HW इज इक्वल टू 0.0322 अंडर रूट ऑफ VF फॉर the F is less than 32 kilometer, and the pressure intensity, wave pressure intensity is equal to 2.4 WHW. Next, 7 slit pressure. River brings slit and debris. Slit load get deposited. रिवर अपने साथ स्लिट या फिर डेब्रिज जो लाता है उसकी वजह से जो स्लिट एक्यूमुलेट हो जाता है. समझो कि ये डैम है, डैम कंस्ट्रक्ट किया है रिवर के ऊपर, इधर से जो स्लिट इधर एक्यूमुलेट हो जाएगा. डैम सब्जेक्टेड टू स्लिट प्रेशर, तो यहाँ स्लिट प्रेशर वो एक्ट हो जाएगा. सो स्लिट प्रेशर इज इक्वल टू 1/2 gamma s HS square 1 by sin phi upon 1 plus sin phi, where gamma s is equal to submerged unit weight of slit, HS is equal to height of slit deposited, कितना हाइट की स्लिट डिपोजिशन हुआ है, और phi is the angle of internal friction for the slit or clay etc. So सेम फॉर्मूला है जो कि ऐसा है, स्लिट प्रेशर इज इक्वल टू ws into h square by 2, where ws is a unit weight of slit, h is equal to height of slit submerged in the water along the base of the dam. So h square by 2 into bracket 1 minus sine phi or beta, or 1 plus sine beta, where the beta is an angle of friction. We will consider 30 30 30 degree for sand, gravel and slate. Okay, next, wind pressure. Wind pressure is a minor pressure, or sometimes this is ignored. सेकेंड है, कंसिडर ओनली ऑन सुपर स्ट्रक्चर, जो कि ऊपर का स्ट्रक्चर है उसके ऊपर, सुपर स्ट्रक्चर के ऊपर वो कंसिडर किया जाता है. नॉर्मली टेकन हैज 1 to 1.5 किलोमीटर पर मीटर स्क्वायर फॉर द एरिया एक्सपोज टू द विंड. नॉर्मली 1 to 1.5 किलोमीटर पर मीटर स्क्वायर के लिए वो कंसिडर किया जाता है. वो माइनर फोर्स एक्सेट्रा. ओके.